I'm mastering Leon again. Yeah, this is my second time mastering Leon, and there is a very, very good reason why I'm doing it for the second time. I mastered Leon months ago. I recorded all of my games and had the best story to tell, but then I moved from NA all the way overseas to Europe, and when I landed, all the footage was gone. What am I supposed to do? I shed tears and contemplated for days, for weeks on what I should do. I cannot just skip Leon's mastery video and act like I just have an extra number of masteries. There would be way too many unanswered questions. So I decided to remaster him on my mini account. Let me introduce you guys to Baby Ash, my mini account. It's under 10,000 trophies, and I've only spent $2 on this account for the 140 Brawl boxes. If you know, you know. Let's just get into it. I'm starting at Bronze 3 and only 182 trophies. I'm pretty sure this is the lowest amount of trophies I've ever had on a brawler before mastering them. And the only reason why he's at Bronze 3 is because I've played him in Mega Pig to help out friends with their tickets, since he's been the only brawler on this account that I have maxed out with Hypercharge coincidentally. I really don't even need to have a team to play with him because the trophies down here are so easy to get. Even though the games are so easy, the bad thing about it is that I get such a small amount of mastery per win, and on top of that, it's mastery madness and I'm still only getting 34 mastery points per win. On my main account, I'm used to getting like 80 to 100 mastery points per win without mastery madness. So the patience I've had to not only start grinding Leon's mastery from only 200 trophies, but also being able to master him again for the second time says a lot about me and my love for masteries. I still sped through these games quickly, getting me to Silver 1 and 300 trophies. I also got to 400 trophies playing in Gem Grab and 500 trophies playing in Brawl Ball. And now that I was at 500 trophies, I was getting a significantly higher amount of mastery points than I was at 200 trophies, so I am now finally at Silver 2. I also got to 600 trophies playing on Brawl Ball. We got some nice win streaks to help us gain more trophies. I continued to play with random people on my friends list, so thank you to my buddy Krypton for helping me to get to 700 trophies, 750 trophies, and then Silver 3. For Leon's build, I'm always taking Invisi-Heal Star Power. I don't even own Smoke Trails on this account. 30% extra speed sounds nice, but healing 1,360 health per second helps you way more. For example, popping your invis to score the ball or stay alive a lot longer than you would have. For gears, I always take damage gear. Leon's considered an assassin brawler, so the more damage you could get, the better, so you can get as many kills as possible. The other gear I take is his mythic gear, Lingering Smoke, which makes his invis last 2 seconds longer. His invisibility normally lasts 6 seconds, so you'd be able to go invisible for 8 seconds instead, which can be very helpful sometimes when you want to be extra sneaky. The best part about Leon right now has to be his Hypercharge. He definitely has one of the more fun hypercharges. You stay invisible while attacking, which makes it harder for enemies to spot you out and kill you, especially when you're right on top of them or they're grouped up. I also love using it for the 24% extra speed and shield to score the ball in Brawl Ball. You seem so unstoppable because you're also healing at the same time. With Leon shots, it shoots out first, slightly from the left side. Each projectile does 960 damage for a total of 3,840 damage, which is a ton of damage. So you want to try to hit all 4 projectiles whenever you can. To do that, you want to walk slightly to the left after you shoot your shot. You can see the difference of just shooting standing still. You miss a few projectiles versus walking to the left, you are able to hit all of them, maximizing your damage. It doesn't matter too much at close range because you'll likely hit all of your projectiles anyways, but at further range, you definitely always want to walk to the left of your shots. Even though Leon is so freaking good, he does have a lot of counters. Any brawlers that can get in the way of him going invisible definitely counter him. For example, Crow can scout out Leon really well and the poison reveals his location for a few seconds. Same thing goes for Jean and Pam because they have really wide shots for scouting. Also, any brawlers have spawnables like Mr. P, Charlie, Ash, Eve, there are so many. Tanks can be really hard for Leon too since they have high HP and high DPS. Most of the time, you won't be able to kill them unless you chip them down with your teammates. Shelly's pretty bad too. You never want to go up close to a Shelly with super using any brawler. He also struggles against snipers on long range maps. Spike is such a hard counter for him because he does so much damage up close, and he has his cactus gadget to body block Leon shots. So some games you really have to strategize how you want to use your super, or else it's gonna be kind of useless. Getting some chip damage is sometimes the only thing you can do at that point. And speaking of my 26 mastery, this video is sponsored by Samsung and their all new S24 Ultra, which has also allowed OJ, Ben, and Wasim to grind out 26 masteries for 5 days straight in a streaming marathon called Mission Galaxy Mastery Mayhem.
So we're basically trapped here until we master 26 brawlers in 5 days.
They streamed every single hour of those 5 days, including when they were sleeping. I even joined in for a few hours while they were sleeping.
I'm nauseous. We have to be here for
5 days, man.
I can rarely ever grind out 1 mastery in 5 days, let alone 7 or 8 each like these guys did. So make sure you check out Tribe's Mastery Mayhem video on their channel and also the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra, linked in the description. I got to 900 trophies, 950 trophies, and then gold 1 on Leon, until I capped out my mastery for the day. At this point, I feel like I've played such a crazy amount of Leon. I was also pretty close to 1,000 trophies. The next day, the season ended, so I lost a bit of trophies, and I got bored of this Leon skin. I got it for free a while back from a star drop, so I bought the Dino Leon skin. I'm not sure which one I liked better, but I just really needed a new Leon skin because I got so bored of the other one. And this one was the only one I liked that I could afford. At this point, the games were up and down because I was playing with my best friend Tylo, and again, we're in different regions, so one of us was always having delay, making it harder to play. And since the trophies are getting higher, the games are getting harder in general. I had to stop playing with Tylo, unfortunately, but I did grab some of my EU friends, Flexi and his friend. We're playing on Death Cap Trap. Gem Grab is one of his best modes because even if you're losing, you can turn the whole game around and carry your teammates out of a desperate situation by just going invisible and going straight for the gem carrier. Even if you don't get out alive the first time, you still reset the gem count for a second chance. In this game, the enemy has all 10 gems, but luckily I'm respawning in with super and hypercharge, so I'm ready to make something happen. I go invis and I don't pop my hypercharge until my super is almost over, just because I'm not near any enemies. I pop it at the end for the speed and surprise both the Rico and the Piper. I grab all the gems, the Buzz tries to go after me too, but I get out of there. I am gone. It's so satisfying when you're able to do this. And that game was also the game that got me to rank 30 on Leon. Now we're playing on Sunny Soccer. I love this map for Leon because of all of the small sections of grass and walls. It is so nice to peek your shots from, and there's tons of places to go invis, to hide and be sneaky. I'm not gonna lie, my friend here, Jarkos, was really carrying on the Rico. All the walls are extremely good for Rico to bounce his shots. Like I mentioned earlier, Leon isn't the best against tanks, so you need to make sure your teammates are there to help you out when you're going up against them. I really don't want to go up against the Surge because I don't want to feed him, so I'm mostly letting our Rico go against him. You can see the Primo jumps on me and my Nita helps me to take him out. Primo's El Fuego star power was about to kill me, but I pop my invis to heal up so I don't die. This works because I heal more than the flames do damage to me per second. Jarkos gets a great super there, the usual. The Primo tries to do the same thing to me again, and of course I'm popping my super to heal back up. I also tricked the Jackie here by making her think I'm walking into the bush, since she could see me while I was taking damage from the flames. She thought I was there, she thought she got me, but she wasted her super. She got fooled so hard. These guys have so much HP compared to us, so it is taking us forever to score, but as long as we keep positioning, they will not be able to score on us. Honestly, all of us are doing so well staying alive, and we've already scored once, so there's no rush. We didn't score again, but oh my goodness, we did so much damage. We're switching it up now to another Brawl Ball map, Retina. I absolutely despise this map. I'm playing with Tomsy and Enraged. It is Mastery Madness again, so we're also getting the extra mastery points. Luckily, because at this point, I'm almost all Leon'd out. Funny enough, I did face my teammate from the last map, Jarkos, and guys, he is so good. He still got star player on the other team despite them losing. These games are very up and down. I almost got to rank 31 and then I tilted. There are no other good Leon maps out, plus it was Mastery Madness, so I had to just do what I could. And eventually I got to Gold 2 on Leon. I didn't play Leon for a while after, but Sunny Soccer was out again, so that's what we're playing. The meta has changed so much since I mastered Leon for the first time. Barry's now in the game. Frank is crazy broken right now too. It's not impossible to kill a Frank as a Leon, you just have to be so lucky. You need to be right on top of him and make sure you move in the opposite direction of his shot so you're less likely to get hit. My favorite thing to do with Leon is once I get a kill and I recharge my super, I just go invis again and I'm ready to go in for another kill. It's so easy to do this because of how good some tanks are right now. You get your super off the tanks since it's very easy to hit them, and once you have your super, you go after the squishier brawlers on the other team. I was still getting used to the new meta, so again, the games were kind of up and down. The next map I'm playing on is called Sneaky Sneak, which I think is so perfect for Leon. Leon's sneaky, the map's called Sneaky Sneak, and he is such a good brawler here. I'm playing with Frosty and Thomas, and these two did not get along at all while we were playing. I was just a bystander, it happens. Despite them not liking each other, we were still able to win as a team multiple times. We then started playing with Laura. These games were so much fun, although frustrating because of all the Franks and Lilies everywhere, not to mention the Angelos and the Melodies. We had so many games where we thought we were going to lose. There's so many brawlers that can completely turn the whole game around now. Lily can just teleport on the gem carrier, kill the gem carrier, take the gems, and then easily run away using her gadget to go into the Shadow Realm. Frank's hypercharged super is also so crazy. I still need time to get used to the radius. I just stay as far away as possible from him to avoid that. To finish off Leon's mastery, I played on Hot Zone on Ring of Fire. Again with my friends, Thomas and Laura. Thomas was on the Frank for a while for some easy games, but he soon realized that although he was doing good, he was also feeding the enemies. And on Hot Zone, some supers can be so game-changing, and feeding them is never a good idea. So he switched to Gale in case there were other tanks on the other team. We won game after game after game. You guys know my favorite place to camp out with almost any brawler is right in the enemy's grass right here. This is so fun, especially against squishy brawlers, and they have no idea where you are. With Leon's healing star power and his hypercharge, you can keep chaining supers over and over. Against brawlers who have higher HP like Frank, you'll just need your teammates to help you out a little to take them down. And finally, you guys, I hit Gold 3 on Leon. I can't believe I did it all over again. It would technically be my 27th mastery, but I'm not going to count it because it's not on my main account, but it is my 26th mastery in this series. Make sure you go back and watch the rest of my mastery videos in this series because I'm planning on getting all of them. Bye!